What is going on, guys? The Nerd Gamer here, and I have to say I'm getting really sick and tired of hearing people say that this console war is over. It's way too early. It's only 2 years into the generation to be making any statements like that, especially with all the changes that have been happening at Microsoft and at Sony. And right now I'm going to go over a couple reasons why I think the Xbox One is actually in a much better position than PlayStation and Sony is right now, and why I think that it is way too early to call this console war. Now, first of all, I just want to talk about E3 for a little bit here. Microsoft did nothing but show off game after game after exclusive after exclusive at E3, and these are all, well, mostly games that are coming out this year and into next year. All Sony showed were games. They don't have any games coming out this year. All Sony showed were games that aren't coming out for maybe a couple years from now. And Sony has actually admitted the fact that they don't really have a whole lot for the near future. Microsoft was at Gamescom and they showed even more games, and Sony didn't even make an appearance. So in terms of games and actual content, right now Sony's looking pretty dry. Not only that, but Microsoft dropped a few bombs, especially when it comes to backwards compatibility. And I know I've heard a lot of people say, well, there aren't very many games available for backwards compatibility, and pretty much that is garbage. Well, I don't know if you knew that, but backwards compatibility hasn't even come out yet. It's not supposed to come out until, I believe, November. So since we haven't seen a mass adoption of that yet, it's not technically a feature yet. The only way you can use it right now is if you're in the preview program. So that is one big thing that's definitely going to change the way sales are going, especially into the holidays. Now, this isn't as big of a deal as I think some of the other things I'm going to bring up, but I do want to mention the new controller. Basically, Microsoft has come up with their own SCUF controller, and I think hardcore gamers might be leaning a little bit more towards the Xbox platform, especially because a lot of hardcore gamers play strictly online, and they have a controller that is made specifically for them on the Xbox platform. Next thing really quick here is the new dashboard and Windows 10. And Xbox is pretty much merging PC and console, which means you're going to be able to play your Xbox One games on your PC, and in the future you'll be able to do it the other way around too. Now if you don't have a PC, it's probably not that big of a deal, but I know that's going to be another big thing that's going to sway people in the direction of Xbox instead of Sony. And we're just going to keep piling it on here. There are rumors, and I repeat, there are rumors that Xbox Live may be a free service coming. Now, it doesn't mean that they're going to get rid of Xbox Live paid services completely, but Microsoft may be incorporating a free basically version of Xbox Live because essentially you can't charge people to play on Xbox and then not charge people to play the same games on PC. So that may be another thing that we see coming in the near future. And there are quite a few more reasons why to choose the Xbox One over the PS4, but I just want to make the point that all of these reasons I talked about have happened since June in E3. Now, these are all very recent changes, and things are changing very fast. So after all these basically things that they're talking about, all these things that they're going to incorporate actually do get incorporated into the system, we're going to see a big change in terms of where the sales are, especially because Sony is looking really dry for games. Xbox, they have tons of stuff coming out in the next couple years, and it just keeps getting better and better. So again, bottom line is Sony is not looking so hot lately, and Xbox just keeps looking better and better. And anyone who thinks that the console war is over hasn't been keeping track of the changes that have been coming, or maybe they don't think they're big enough changes to affect anything. But there are some very large changes coming up soon, and we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. I am guessing that Microsoft is going to creep up on Sony here in the next couple years. But that is it for me. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.